Howdy, lieutenants and economists.
The most volatile, evil, disgusting things on the planet, humans. If you have a video request, you can always go to assholeconsulting.com.
Yeah, I am gonna charge you, kids. And that is the importance of not fucking up.
You are such an asshole!
Got a request from across the pond. We occasionally get requests from other English-speaking countries. A lot of Aussies and a lot of UK folk. This comes from the UK, from Louisa. Louisa writes, I'm 20 years old and live in the UK, so I'm not sure you'll be able to answer me fully. Began studying human biology, but dropped out at Christmas due to personal circumstances and a lack of interest in my course. I've applied to study business economics for September of 2016, pretty much because here in the UK, most of the graduate opportunities lie within the financial services field in London, for which this degree would be appropriate. Grad schemes start at around £30,000 a year, which is awesome. If I do my math right, I'm trying to remember the exchange rate, it's roughly 2 to 1, so that's like 50, 60 grand US dollars here, so it is a pretty good paying job. However, I also have a huge passion for healthcare. Physiotherapy and nursing interest me most, for which you'd start on £21,000 a year and probably earn an average of £30,000 a year after training properly. Also, we do not pay for university fees here for healthcare, so I'd be in very little student debt in health in comparison to the econ degree. I am not spoiled by my parents. I pay every single penny of everything. Well, everything's free. Do you pay tuition in the United Kingdom? I mean, not to sound like the American dick, but what are tuition rates in the UK? Tuition fees. Tuition fees in the United Kingdom. With students being required to pay up to £1,000 a year, you're paying $2,000 a year in tuition? Ah, shut up. You got nothing on the fucking colonists. I'm kidding. I know it might be a little bit of money, but like here, there's idiots in our country that blow $150,000 on a 4-year shitty ass degree. That's what I pay for every single penny, which is the reason I'm concerned that I should be earning the most money and therefore choose a career with financial services, despite it may not being as enjoyable and longer hours, etc. But obviously, I also have this passion for healthcare. Remember what you've said about in your videos about finance, and also knowing what I know about the working conditions at the National Health Service. Most of the pros and cons for these careers are a tie, and essentially come down to money or enjoyment. What is more important in life, money or enjoyment? Do I get rich and get over it, or be steady and enjoy every day? I need to support myself in life and pay my way, but I'm also sick of seeing my dickhead spoiled friends study drama at uni, enjoying their lives given to them, I think you meant to say, on a plate. All right, let's address that real quick. It's like high school or whatever the equivalent is over the United Kingdom. All the popular kids, I said this in a video a couple times ago, it's an artificial environment that they live in. It's all popularity, who has the brand name shoes, who throws the pigskin the furthest, or who plays rugby the best, who has the biggest tits, and that all goes away. Except when you go to college, because college is nothing more than high school version 2.0. And it's still an artificial, fabricated environment. Parents are paying for food, clothing, and shelter. They're paying for tuition, except this time the kids don't live under the house. And so you're seeing all your liberal arts majoring friends who are dumber than you. I'm sorry, look up the statistics. People who major in the liberal arts have the lowest IQs out of all the people that go to college. And they're paying, and they think they're so intelligent. My sociological studies professor said that. And they're fucking idiots, all right? Now, this all goes away, and it's a crushing reality, because they've had, by that time, 25 years, a quarter century of the world kissing their asses and bending over to lie to them. And then when they try and go get jobs in the real world, they all of a sudden find out there's this reality called economics, and there's a oversupply of these liberal arts graduates. That means, because they didn't study economics, because economics, I think, is a white male construction. I don't know why they'd be talking with a Fresno voice in the United Kingdom, but that's just how I see it. And no matter how much they don't believe in reality, reality will kick their ass. And so they make their paltry, maybe 15 pounds, 12,000 pounds a year, working some shitty-ass job, dealing with the dredges of society they thought that their sociological humanities studies would solve. And so for the rest of their life, they are poor, they are impoverished, they never achieve what the first 25 years of life lied and propagated their brains to believe they're going to attain and achieve. And they're miserable and hateful, and that's why they hate people who are doing better than them. Typically white males, but they'll grab any scapegoat, any boogeyman, you know, anyone who's richer than them, they'll tax and hate and all the other stuff. So don't worry about that. They get their comeuppance, and I'm not trying to say that to make you feel better. They will get their comeuppance, so don't worry about that. Now, you obviously want to be more of an adult. You're tortured between finance or healthcare. And so I asked you, okay, what's your long-term goals, blah, blah, blah. And you said basically you don't want to become a doctor. Your parents could afford you to send you to graduate school for medicine because that's 80,000 pounds or $8,000. You would become a physical therapist or a general nurse. Now, those are good fields. Those are good fields. You could come here in the United States and work those fields if you wanted to. But as you do know, the United Kingdom, it's a little bit different in the United Kingdom because usually I say finance and economics is a worthless degree in the United States. It's highly nepotistic, it's highly corrupt. But in the United Kingdom, because London is, second or third largest financial center in the world, and the United Kingdom is not that big, there is some employability with that. But basically, unless you are very, very attractive, and I don't know, I didn't ask for a picture. If you are, send some. But unless you're very attractive, I would go nursing or physical therapist. The reason is that those are in demand, not just in the United Kingdom, but also here in the United States. Around the world, you could probably go and do it. It is less corrupt. I'm not saying there's no such thing as a corrupt-free or a nepotistic-free. Every industry has its problems, but the finance industry is horrendously corrupt, inept, and incompetent. And that's what I'm saying. If you have looks, yeah, you could go get your degree. It ain't gonna, I mean, it will matter. You need a degree. You need to know what you're doing. But if you're a good-looking gal, these guys are gonna want to fuck you, and you can string them along, make a ton of money. Now you're gonna sell your soul. It's not gonna be interesting, and you're gonna have to deal with cocksucking. Not you cocksucking. I mean ass-kissing, brown-nosing, politics, office politics, and bullshit like that Game of Thrones shit. Or you go into healthcare. You get yourself a really good skill. Nursing, you could get a skill, like become a specialized nurse. I don't know what that equivalent is in the United Kingdom. But you don't become a doctor. Becoming a doctor just isn't worth it nowadays, I'd say. But over time, you know, you go into nursing, there's some definitely upwards mobility there. You could become a specialized nurse, become an anesthesiologist, something like that. That has, and then I looked up, now this isn't in the United Kingdom, but in the United States, physical therapists make a handsome and commanding wage. Once again, alluding to the fact that you could move. The United Kingdom is not your oyster. The world is your oyster. I mean, shit, we're importing girls from South Korea, nurses, because the American girls are just too swipple and white and spoiled rat and little cunts. They don't want to do math. They don't want to do biology. They don't want to learn science. The STEMs is hard. Besides, it's all a construct of white male evil patriarchy. There's no science. So I would go into healthcare. You seem like a very nice girl, actually. Your honesty and, you know, I don't care what you look like. Just go into healthcare. Because here's the thing. You also want to get married. You want to have kids. All right, well, you know what? You just need enough to get by. All right? Become a minimalist. Don't buy stupid shit. Work on your body. Be an attractive woman. Become a classical lady. Become like Sophia Loren. Find yourself a great husband. Stay at home, raise your little rug rats. Maybe work part-time as a nurse, when the kids are at daycare or you have them on a play date or whatever. But since your goal is to become a wife and a mother, I would go into nursing. Because that's something you could take a sabbatical from. You can go back into it. Not that you couldn't go back into finance, but just finance is just, why waste your time with scum, really? Like, I don't go hang out with social justice warriors. I don't go to Democrat Party conventions. I don't hang out at the fucking bus stop in St. Paul where all the fucking dredges and losers and hepatitis carriers hang out. I go and hang out with my buddies. Why would you hang out with such scum? So that's what I would recommend. It seems like that's your passion. You don't need that much money. As long as you live minimalistically, you take care of yourself, good family budget. Not to mention, I think in the long run, given that you're a reasonably honest person, you're going to do much better in an honest field like medicine than you are a cocksucking field like banking and investments. So anyway, that's what I recommend. You can always minor in finance, see if you like it, maybe intern here or there, but I think nursing is the way to go for your long-term goals. Anyway, best of luck to you. Toodles.